Hello, my friends. My name is John. I am 78 years old. Today, I want to tell you a story. It is a true story. It is my own story. And maybe this story can help you too. When I was young, I did not think much about life. I liked to sleep late. I played games all day. I watched TV and laughed with my friends. I was happy, or I thought I was, but I did not study. I did not read books. I did not work. I did not think about tomorrow. I lived one day at a time. Every day looked the same. In my mind, I had a lot of time. I thought, I will do important things later. Now, I will enjoy, so I used my time to have fun. But slowly, I was wasting it. I just didn't see it yet. One weekend, my uncle came to visit. He was a quiet man. He did not talk much. He sat with me in the living room. I smiled at him, but he did not smile back. He looked at me with serious eyes, and then he said only 4 words. He said, "Don't waste your time," that was all. He did not explain. He did not speak again. He stood up and walked away. But those 4 words stayed with me. They stayed in my head like a song. Every day, I heard them, "Don't waste your time." I did not understand them fully, but I could not stop thinking about them. At first, I said to myself, I am still young. I have many years, but the words kept repeating. I started to think more. I started to look at my life. What was I doing every day? Nothing special. I was not learning. I was not growing. I was only passing time. One night, I sat alone in my room. I felt something new. It was a feeling of sadness. I asked myself, what am I doing with my life? But I had no answer. I felt lost. I felt small. I felt like I was walking with no map. I wanted to change, but I did not know how. I did not have a big plan. I did not have strong skills. I did not even know where to begin, but I had those words. Don't waste your time. They were simple, but they were strong. I told myself, maybe I don't need to do big things. Maybe I just need to begin. So I did one small thing. I took a piece of paper. I wrote 3 things on it. 1. Wake up early. 2. Read 1 page. 3. Write 1 idea. This was my simple plan, just 3 things. I put the paper on my wall. I wanted to see it every morning. The next day, I tried to wake up early. It was hard. I wanted to stay in bed. My bed was soft and warm. But I told myself, just get up. I opened the window. I looked at the sky. I took a deep breath. The morning air was cool. It felt new. It felt fresh. For the first time, I saw the beauty of the morning. It was quiet. It was calm. I liked it. It gave me peace, and that feeling gave me strength. Later, I took a book. I read only 1 page. It was not hard. I chose a short book. I did not understand every word. But that was okay. I finished 1 page, and I felt proud. Then, I picked up a notebook. I wrote 1 small idea. Just 1. It was not a big idea, but it came from me. I felt happy to write something from my own mind. That was how I started, not fast, not perfect. But I started. That is what matters. I know many people wait. They wait for the perfect day. They wait to feel ready, but the truth is, the best time to begin is now. You don't need to be strong. You don't need to be smart. You only need to take 1 small step, 1 page, 1 word, 1 action. That's what I learned from my uncle. His 4 words changed my life. And maybe they can change yours too. So if you are still listening, thank you. It means you care. It means you want more from life. And that is a beautiful beginning. Don't waste your time. After I started waking up early, reading, and writing, something inside me began to change. I did not change fast, but each day felt a little different. I felt more awake. I felt more alive. My life started to move in a new direction. My plan was simple, just 3 small things. Wake up early, read 1 page, write 1 idea. It did not look special. But it was powerful. It gave my day a clear start. I did not have to think too much. I just followed the plan. At first, I had to push myself. My body was used to sleeping late. My mind wanted comfort, but I kept going. Every morning, I saw the paper on the wall, and I remembered why I started. I remembered my uncle's words, "Don't waste your time." Waking up early became easier after a few days. I started to enjoy the silence of the morning. The world was quiet, the sun was soft, the air was fresh. I had time to think, time to breathe, time to prepare for the day. Reading became something I looked forward to. I started with simple books. I chose stories that were short and easy. I did not worry if I didn't understand every word. I just read one page, then 2 pages, then 5. Slowly, I read more. I read about people who changed their lives. I read about people who worked hard and did not give up. These stories gave me hope. They showed me that small steps can build a better future, and I wanted that future too. Writing was hard in the beginning. I did not know what to write. Sometimes I only wrote one word. Sometimes I wrote about my dream, or about something I learned, or something I felt. My handwriting was slow. My words were simple, but I kept going. Every time I wrote, I felt closer to myself. Writing helped me listen to my own heart. I started to understand what I really wanted. Not what others wanted for me, but what I truly wished for. I also added something new to my day. I started a time journal. In this notebook, I wrote down how I used each hour. Morning, afternoon, evening, I wanted to see where my time was going. This helped me notice things I didn't see before. I saw that I spent too much time on my phone. I saw that I watched too much TV. I saw that I talked with people who didn't help me grow. So I made a new rule for myself. If something does not help me become better, I will not do it. I also added one small habit that made me feel good. Every day, I tried to do one kind thing for someone. It was simple. I smiled at someone. I helped my neighbor. I sent a message to an old friend. These small actions made my heart feel light. Each of these habits was small, but together, they started to change my life. I was no longer wasting my day. I was using it. Every hour had meaning. My time had value. Some days were still hard. I felt tired. I felt lazy, but I told myself, just do one thing today. Maybe I couldn't do everything, but I could do something, even one page, even one sentence, even one deep breath in the morning, and that was enough. After a few weeks, I felt stronger, not just in my body, but in my mind. I started to see myself as a person who can change, a person who can grow. I felt proud. I did not need to be rich. I did not need to be famous. I just needed to be better than yesterday. That was my goal. One day, I looked at my notebook. I saw many pages filled with words and ideas. That made me smile. I knew I was moving forward. If someone asked me, "How did you change your life?" I would not talk about big things. I would say, I woke up early. I read one page, I wrote one idea, and I kept doing it. Simple things, but done every day. If you are reading or listening now, I want to say this to you. You can change too. You don't need to do it all today. You don't need to be perfect. You just need a plan, a small plan, and the courage to begin. Don't wait. Start small. Start now. After some time, I began to feel different. I felt stronger. I felt more clear. My life was simple, but it had meaning. I was not wasting time anymore. I was building something. I was building myself. One day, I thought about my uncle again. I remembered how he said only 4 words, "Don't waste your time." That short sentence changed my life. It was small, but it was powerful. I began to wonder, can I help someone else, just like he helped me? So I started to share my story. I talked to a few people. I told them how I changed. I told them about waking up early, about reading, about writing, about using time in a better way. Some people listened. Some people laughed. They said, "That's too simple." But I did not stop. I knew the truth. Even small things can make a big difference. I started helping one person at a time. I talked to my neighbor. I spoke with a young man in a park. I shared my thoughts with students at a local school. I did not speak like a teacher. I spoke like a friend. I told them, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to do big things. You only need to begin. One page, one step, One good habit. Many people told me they felt the same way I did when I was young. They felt lost. They wasted time. They didn't know how to start. I told them, I understand. I was there too. Some of them asked me, what should I do first? I always gave the same answer. Start small. Start now. Don't wait. Later, I joined a local class. It was a group of people who wanted to grow, just like me. We met once a week. We shared ideas. We talked about books. We talked about goals. We supported each other. Being around those people helped me a lot. I learned faster. I felt more hopeful. I did not feel alone anymore. I felt part of something bigger. A community, a family of learners. I also began a new activity. I called it a time map. I drew a picture of my day. I wrote what I did each hour. This helped me see where my time was going. It helped me plan better. I could remove useless things and add useful ones. Another thing I tried was writing a letter to my future self. I called it a future letter. I wrote about who I wanted to become. I wrote about my dreams, my goals, my values. I told myself, you are strong. You are learning, you are growing. That letter made me cry. Not because I was sad, but because I was proud. I saw how far I had come, and I saw how far I could go. Looking back, I feel thankful for my uncle. Thankful for his short sentence, thankful that I listened. His voice started a small change in me, and now that change is reaching others too. Today, I want to ask you a simple question. What are you doing with your time? Are you building something? Are you learning something? Or are you just passing time? Be honest with yourself. Your answer is important. If you don't like your answer, that's okay. You can change it. You can start today, just like I did. If you are still listening to this story, I want to thank you. That means you care. That means you want to grow. That is a good sign. You are already better than the person who does nothing. Many people wait for the perfect time, but the perfect time never comes. The best time is now. You don't need to be fast. You don't need to be great. You only need to begin. One small step every day can lead to big change. Read one page. Write one idea. Help one person. Repeat. Don't stop. Some days will be easy. Some days will be hard. But every small step moves you forward. And that is how real change happens. Sometimes you will feel tired. That's okay. Rest. But don't quit. Take a deep breath. Think about your dreams. Think about your future, then stand up again. Do one good thing. That is enough. I still remember my uncle's voice. It was soft, but strong. He said, don't waste your time. I didn't understand it then. But now I do. That short sentence gave me a new life. Maybe my voice can help you too. Maybe these words can become your reminder. So this is my final message to you. Use your time well. Time is your best friend, but it is also your biggest test. Don't throw it away. Use it to learn. Use it to grow. Use it to become the best version of yourself. One day, you will look back and smile. You will thank yourself for starting. And maybe, just maybe, you will tell your story to someone who needs it. Don't waste your time. Now, you have heard the full story of John. He was just a normal person. He made mistakes. He wasted time. He lived without thinking about the future. But one simple sentence from his quiet uncle changed everything. Don't waste your time. That small message helped John wake up. He started with a simple plan. He woke up early. He read one page. He wrote one idea. Every day, he took small steps. And those steps changed his life. He did not become rich. He did not become famous, but he became better. He became proud. He became helpful to others. And most important, he found peace and purpose in life. This story is not just about John. It is also about you. Maybe you feel the same sometimes. Maybe you feel lost. Maybe you think you don't have time or energy to change. But you do. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to move fast. You only need to start. One step is enough. One small habit can grow into something big. The lesson from this story is simple. Time is our most precious gift. We cannot get it back, so we must use it with care. Start your change today. Make a small plan. Stick to it, help someone, read a little, write your thoughts. And most of all, believe in yourself. Congratulations, my friend. You just listened to a full English story. That means you've already improved your English. Your listening is better, your understanding is stronger, and your heart is more open. Now, let's have a small quiz to test your memory. Question: what did John write on the paper to change his life? A. Go to the gym, cook dinner, sleep late. B. Wake up early, read one page, write one idea. Please write your answer in the comments. Or B. We will check and reply to your answers. If you like this story, please subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue creating more stories to help you learn English in a fun and meaningful way. Also, if you want to help us grow, you can donate to support the channel. At the beginning, it is hard for us to keep producing high-quality content. We do everything for free, just to help you learn. Your support means the world to us. Thank you for listening. And remember, don't waste your time. Use it to become the best version of yourself.